Hello, hi. We are starting off the new year with me forgetting that I have to volunteer at my clinic today. It's a Tuesday and it's 8:50. My shift is at 9, so wish me luck. While job searching and going through this post-grad life crisis, whatever it is, I found a pediatric clinic and chose to volunteer there. I was able to shadow their speech therapist before she dipped, but overall, it wasn't so bad. I mainly helped with maintenance, inventory, sanitization, filing, and I also shadowed a lot of occupational therapists, and they were cool people too. Although their therapy sessions were quite fascinating, speech therapy still has my heart, and eventually I had to stop volunteering for them. And originally it was for a new job, but I ended up not accepting it, and it was just simply not worth the wage nor the commute because gas to be expensive. I did question if it was the right choice because I do be broke, but at the same time, I'm actually glad I did not. After all, I was able to somewhat slow down for once and spend more time with people I care about. I was also beginning my winter quarter for a slipbook program. I just finished my first day of fieldwork and oh my gosh, I loved it. It took a hot minute to adjust. After a few rounds of waking up at 5 a.m., I got the hang of my new routine. For this year, I tried putting self-care as my number one on my to-do list, and I noticed that I had enough energy to not only fulfill my fieldwork hours and tutor, but to also just live. Eventually, I also started at my secondary site since my primary site could not give me enough hours to complete my fieldwork on time. But I still like the school. At some point in late January, starting my day at 5 a.m. and ending the day at 9 p.m. started hitting me, and I nearly burnt out, and emotional consequences of events also built up, and after almost 5 years, I sadly had to let go of someone. The most difficult part of this breakup was accepting the fact that I was the one who outgrew the relationship. So since my flame died out, I had to be the one to cut the attachment, and saying that it was difficult would be an understatement, because in a way, I lost him as a best friend too. Regardless, we both agreed that we have no regrets, and I am forever thankful for the memories I had with him. And maybe it would have been different if we emotionally matured together. Although we are no longer in contact at the moment, I wish nothing but all the best for him. And I'm sure he will apply what he learned from our past relationship. But the person who will see that new version of him will not be me, and that is okay. I think another part of me is just also scared to really process the event that just happened because it was something like I never expected. But that's part of growing up, and it's scary, I know. But it's painful moments like these where we experience the most growth. And after many quiet crying sessions, letting it out as much as I could, I dragged my 2 feet and focused on surviving this program for the next 7 weeks. I also had to remind myself that I have other people who still bring value to my life. I also have my music hobbies to revive, and I'm still trying to find my niche, but currently creating mashups made music fun for me again. Also, being single on Valentine's wasn't so bad, but maybe one day I won't be, but for now. Still looking forward to learning new things every time. So, let's do it. I basically need to play catch up. After finally getting an account, I had to complete over 170 records of data for clients I did direct therapy with. But thankfully, I eventually touched grass and discovered a bridge and a house from a little hike. And life continued the way I was used to. And something I realized while healing was that no matter the losses and these emotions, the simple joys of my life never really left my side. There will always be new things I can experiment and explore new areas, like this one cat cafe. I've always thought that I'm more of a dog person, but there's something about cats that I found super endearing. I did find out I'm allergic to them, but that ain't gonna stop me from owning one eventually. But yes, this cat cafe saves cats from euthanization lists and puts them up for adoption instead. So definitely check them out. Hello, hi. It's clinical week 8. I enrolled at a SLIPA prep program for their winter quarter, and it took 2 attempts, so I'm actually glad I reapplied again. And the purpose of this course was to fulfill requirements to obtain a SLIPA license. So on top of online coursework, I also need to complete 115 hours of field work, specifically 80 hours of direct client contact, 20 hours of clerical work, and 15 hours of observation. Since I did my field work at a school district, therapy sessions are 30 minutes, and it doesn't matter if I had 1 or 5 students, I can only count it as 30 minutes of direct contact. Therefore, I needed to lesson plan and complete at least 160 therapy sessions to complete my hours. With that said, I had to work 6 to 7 hours a day, except unpaid, but I genuinely enjoyed doing this. Timing and working on certain goals for each student took a lot of practice, but I'm super fortunate that I had 2 amazing SLP supervisors who taught me how to be creative and realistic with my sessions. In the beginning, I was uncomfortable because I was so scared of failing at doing something I've always dreamed of and waited 6 months for. But now I'm so happy that I took this course because I learned so much more than I thought I would. I'll be done with this program in March, so until my next mini entry.
I feel so sleepy.